Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Someone who treated you as a completely replaceable option is unraveling right now, and it is a public and irreversible system crash. Do not move past this message. I am not asking you today, I am absolutely warning you. If you leave before this finishes, you will forfeit the exact vindication you have been waiting for. They are losing their mind. Nobody has ever seen them act like this before. This is not happening behind closed doors in private. It is a public collapse in front of the exact people they used to gossip with. Their carefully constructed mask did not just slip today. It completely shattered into 1,000 pieces. They walked around with such absolute arrogance for years. They constructed a false narrative about you. They whispered lies to anyone who would listen to them. They expected your departure to break you completely, but instead, you became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. And now the very flying monkeys they used to destroy your name are watching them unravel. Buckle in right now, because what you are about to hear is an exact X-ray of their meltdown. Now let us go deeper, because what you are feeling right now is not new. Lock your attention on this specific sensation for a moment. You know that heavy and suffocating feeling sitting deep in your chest. The nights you wake up at exactly 3 in the morning with your jaw tight and your heart racing, their face flashes in your mind out of nowhere. You feel completely exhausted. Listen to me very carefully right now. That is not anxiety, and you are not going crazy. That physical weight you feel is your highly advanced spirit detecting their absolute panic. The enemies just realized they permanently lost access to your pure light. They are starving for your energy today, and the spiritual backlash is hitting your physical body. Stop swallowing that painful lump in your throat. You have been operating as a human battery for far too long. You poured your golden energy into people who only wanted to drain you dry. They did not value your heart, but they desperately needed your light to survive. Every time you forgave them, they took it as permission to extract more from you. You thought you were saving them, but they were intentionally pushing you into the dirt. Let us talk about those fake friends who stood by and watched it happen. The people you fed and supported when they had absolutely nothing. When the narcissist started launching a smear campaign against you, those friends suddenly went silent. They chose the comfort of a lie over the heavy burden of your truth. They traded your irreplaceable loyalty for a cheap seat at a toxic table. This is why you have been experiencing such severe brain fog lately. Your nervous system has been hijacked by their chaotic frequency. You walk into a room and forget why you are even there. You feel a heavy mist wrapping around your thoughts every single morning. The Matrix wants you to believe this is just normal stress or aging, but it is a deliberate spiritual attack on your mind. You are an irreplaceable diamond who was thrown into a room full of cheap rocks. They could never understand your depth, so they tried to punish you for it. They mocked your sensitivity while secretly envying the radiant glow you carry. You are the cycle breaker who threatens their entire toxic ecosystem just by existing. Your presence exposes the dark rot they try so hard to hide. Right now, your body is violently rejecting the energetic cord they attach to you. Every time you feel that sudden wave of nausea or exhaustion, it is your spirit fighting back. You are purging the toxic residue they left inside your energy field. Do not ignore these physical things. Your intuition is screaming at you to finally cut the cord and let them starve in the dark. Stop wondering why they act like nothing ever happened. Stop waiting in your wound for a genuine apology that will never come. A master manipulator is physically incapable of giving you closure. They feed on your endless waiting and your desperate hope for resolution. As long as you are waiting for them, you are keeping a spiritual door wide open for their demonic attachments. You must stop. In the coming moments, I am going to hand you the exact spiritual blueprint to shut that door. I will show you how to cut their cord to your nervous system forever. But you must first accept that your kindness was weaponized against you. You must stop making excuses for people who knew exactly what they were doing to you. They were never confused about their actions. They knew it would hurt you, and they did it anyway. They watched you bleed and simply complained that your blood was staining their floor. This is the raw and uncomfortable truth you must swallow, Today. The people you called your tribe were actually wardens keeping you locked inside a spiritual prison. But their prison walls are finally crumbling down right now. You are breaking free today. Listen closely to me right now. This is the exact part the enemy tried to hide. You remember the specific moment you realized they were all lying to you. Your stomach dropped completely, and a freezing cold sweat washed over your entire physical body in a matter of seconds. It was never just emotional sadness, because the deep betrayal registered as a violent physical shock to your highly tuned nervous system. Every single night feels like a dark battlefield lately. You wake up at exactly 3 in the morning. Your heart is pounding violently against your ribs. Your jaw is locked incredibly tight. You stare at the dark ceiling while their faces flash through your mind out of nowhere, and you lie there, wondering how people you loved and supported so deeply could turn their backs and betray you so easily. You feel utterly exhausted. That suffocating weight sitting on your chest is not a medical condition. You are not losing your mind today. That heavy pressure is the tangible energy of their dark betrayal. Your empathetic body is physically processing the sharp daggers they placed in your back. Because you are a chosen one, your physical body detects dangerous lies and hidden malice long before your logical mind even sees them. The Matrix wants to tell you this is just normal stress. They want you to believe you just need more sleep. But sleep does not cure a severe spiritual energy drain. You walk around with a thick fog wrapped around your brain. You lose your train of thought in the middle of a simple sentence. This intense mental confusion is exactly what happens when fake friends systematically siphon your pure light for their own survival. Think about the people who stood by and watched you bleed. You defended these fake friends when no one else would. You gave them a safe harbor when they were drowning in their own chaos. But the moment the narcissist started spreading vicious lies about you, they turned their backs and walked away. They joined the smear campaign because they are absolute cowards. They deeply fear your truth. You were never a real friend to them in their eyes. You were just a highly convenient human battery. They plugged into your golden frequency whenever they felt empty or completely broken inside. And when they finally drained your valuable reserves, they discarded you like meaningless trash. They threw you away and fully expected you to stay broken in the dirt forever. But they severely underestimated your divine spiritual DNA, completely failing to realize that your pure energy is protected by forces they cannot even comprehend. Do not minimize the massive trauma they inflicted on your soul. Being stabbed in the back by a trusted tribe is a devastating blow. It makes you question your own sanity and your own judgment. You ask yourself why you could not see their ugly masks sooner. You quietly blame your own pure heart for being too open and far too forgiving to people who never deserved your grace. You must stop blaming yourself today. You did not see their masks because you do not wear one. You looked at them and projected your own beautiful light onto their dark shadows. You expected them to have a conscience because you have a powerful conscience. But these people operate on a completely different frequency that is entirely foreign to your pure soul, choosing to live as empty vessels, driven purely by deep envy and hidden malice. This is exactly why thinking about them makes you feel physically sick. Just hearing their names can send a sudden wave of pure nausea through your stomach. Your cellular intuition is violently rejecting their toxic presence. Your physical body is actively trying to purge the dangerous energetic poison they secretly fed you during all those years of fake friendship. It is a highly painful but incredibly necessary cleansing process. You have always been the strong stabilizer in every chaotic environment. When things went terribly wrong, they ran directly to you for comfort and direction. You carried their incredibly heavy burdens so they could walk freely in the sun. But when you finally needed a shoulder to lean on during your own storm, the entire room went completely silent. You looked around and realized you were entirely alone. That terrifying isolation was actually a powerful divine intervention. Heaven had to forcibly isolate you to protect your incredible destiny. If those fake friends had stayed in your life, they would have anchored you to their low vibration. They would have dragged you down into their miserable pit of endless gossip and toxic despair, preventing you from reaching your true potential. God removed them to save your life. I know the silence in your life feels incredibly heavy right now. You are deeply grieving the sudden loss of a comfortable illusion. You are mourning toxic people who never actually existed in the first place. The friends you loved so much were just carefully crafted characters, playing a role in a highly manipulative and toxic play. But your heavy grief is about to transform into absolute power. Every single ache in your body proves that the old timeline is breaking. The tight jaw and racing heart are signs of spiritual recalibration. You are unplugging from a dark matrix designed to destroy you. As you physically detach from their demonic cords and leave their lies behind, your true strength finally begins to return to your spirit. You are simply rebirthing. Stay with me right now, because this severe physical discomfort is directly leading to a massive revelation. You urgently need to understand the exact spiritual weapon you hold in your hands. You need to clearly see why your absolute silence is currently destroying their entire false kingdom. The pain you feel today is the exact necessary price of your permanent freedom, and the enemy is absolutely terrified of you. Here is what they never told you about your heavy exhaustion. The Matrix wants you to believe you are simply burned out. They tell you to drink more water and get more sleep. But sleep cannot fix a deep spiritual suppression. The reason your reality feels completely blocked right now is not a lack of faith. It is a violently hijacked frequency. Scientists actually have a name for this specific energy. They call it the gamma brainwave. It is the exact frequency your brain was running when you were a young child. Back then, your profound intuition was incredibly sharp. You somehow knew things before they even happened. The world felt like it was entirely on your side. But then the modern world went to work on your pure mind. The constant stress and the toxic people slowly suppressed your natural vibration. Every single year, this sacred frequency was pushed deeper below the surface. The narcissist intentionally drained you to keep this brainwave completely dormant. They knew how powerful you would be if you woke up. When your gamma frequency fades, your divine genius fades with it. Your deep intuition becomes completely dull. The synchronicities stop happening entirely. You are left feeling exhausted and totally disconnected from your true power. This is exactly why you have been struggling to manifest your breakthrough. Your highest frequency was stolen from you. Most people will live their entire lives without knowing this happened to them, but you are not most people. You are a chosen one. And the fact that you feel this heavy suppression means your spirit is fighting to get it back. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You did not lose the battle when they walked away. You actually won. You probably did not realize it at the time, but your absolute silence was a lethal weapon. The narcissist expected your departure to break you. They waited with bated breath for you to beg for their toxic attention. They wanted you to send angry paragraphs and fight for their validation, because your desperate reaction is the exact fuel they need to survive. But you gave them absolutely nothing. You walked away and closed the door completely. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. Going no contact is not a defensive move. It is not about hiding from your enemies. It is a highly aggressive spiritual strike that actively destroys their entire matrix of lies. When you remove your energy, their entire system malfunctions. They are empty vessels who cannot generate their own light. They survived for years by acting as a parasite on your golden aura. So when you finally cut the cord, you did not just leave a room. You completely turned off their life support system. And now they are starving in the absolute dark. They are frantically checking your social media right now. They use fake accounts to see if you are miserable without them, but all they see is your silent and untouchable strength. Your profound refusal to play their twisted game is driving them completely crazy. They simply cannot comprehend how you are surviving without their toxic validation. This is where their entire manipulation severely miscalculated. They thought they were punishing you with their silent treatment. They wanted you to feel worthless and completely isolated. But the spiritual cost of their dark betrayal was compounding every single day. While you were quietly healing your wounds, heaven was actively building their scaffold. You became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. You did not defend your name to the flying monkeys. You did not try to convince those fake friends of the truth. You trusted that divine justice would handle the entire situation for you. And heaven is incredibly precise when it comes to defending the dearly beloved, anointed ones. Your quiet obedience has activated a massive consequence. Every lie they told is turning to ash in their mouths. The people they manipulated are starting to notice the deep cracks in their mask. The narcissist is quickly losing control of the false narrative, and their carefully built kingdom is starting to aggressively shake today. They thought your tears meant you were permanently broken. They mistook your gentle kindness for absolute weakness. But they forgot that a cycle breaker carries the authority of the universe in their blood. You do not need to lift a single finger to destroy them. Your elevated frequency does all the heavy lifting while you simply rest in peace. Let that raw truth sink deep into your soul right now. You are not a victim of their campaign. You are the immovable mirror that exposes them. And the longer you stay silent, the louder their inner demons scream. They are currently drowning in the terrible noise of their own toxic making. You have already won this silent war. You need to understand exactly how a master manipulator operates. They do not have genuine human emotions like you do. They run on a highly predictable psychological algorithm. They carefully observe your triggers and map out your vulnerabilities, and they use this stolen data to control you. Their entire system relies on your continuous participation. They desperately need you to defend yourself when they lie. When you argue and scream, you are feeding their dark machine because your pain tells them they still have absolute power over your life. They expected you to fall into this trap forever, but you did something that completely destroyed their code. You simply walked away without saying a single word. You introduced a terrifying variable they could never calculate, and you stopped playing your assigned role in their toxic matrix. Total and absolute silence. You took your golden energy and locked the door behind you. This is exactly why they are malfunctioning so violently right now. Their manipulation algorithm requires a responsive victim to work. They are frantically pushing your emotional buttons, but the wires are completely cut because your absolute refusal to engage is causing a massive system failure. They cannot process your strength. Think about the flying monkeys they recruited against you. These fake friends are just extensions of the narcissist algorithm. They were programmed to isolate you and make you feel entirely crazy, and they deeply believed they were on the winning team. But they are about to learn a very painful lesson about karma. You were the ultimate stabilizer in that toxic environment. You acted as the strong lightning rod that absorbed all their chaotic shocks. Whenever the narcissist got angry, you took the heavy blow so the others could stay safe, while you protected those fake friends with your pure light. And they thanked you by stabbing you in the back. Now that you are gone, the entire dynamic has completely shifted. The hungry narcissist still needs a daily supply of energy to survive. And since you are no longer there to absorb the abuse, the predator is turning on its own loyal pack in absolute desperation. The flying monkeys are quickly becoming the new victims. The dark algorithm is eating itself alive from the inside out. They are currently scrambling to find a replacement for you. They want someone new to carry the heavy burdens you used to carry, but they are realizing a terrifying truth that they can never admit out loud. Your specific depth is completely irreplaceable. You carry a divine signature that cannot be replicated. You are a rare diamond, forged in the fires of divine selection. They tried to replace you with cheap rocks, but the room is still completely dark because the new supply cannot provide the high-frequency nourishment. They are starving for your pure soul today. This sudden starvation is making them sloppy and desperate. The fake friends are starting to whisper among themselves. They are finally seeing the monstrous face behind the charming mask, and the illusion of their happy little tribe is shattering because the main energy source is gone. Your absence is a glaring spotlight on their lies. They expected your departure to destroy your entire life. They waited for you to come crawling back in absolute defeat. But instead, you stepped into your untouched power and aged backwards, and you carry an incredible gravity that makes their petty games look absolutely foolish. You bent time and changed reality. You won this massive battle without lifting a single finger. Your restraint was not weakness, it was a lethal spiritual weapon. That single act of choosing your dignity over your revenge signed their eviction notice, and you handed their verdict to a divine court they cannot possibly appeal. Heaven is executing the judgment today. They thought you were just a phase they could easily discard. They deeply believed they held all the cards in the relationship. But you were never the anomaly in their perfectly healthy life. You were the ultimate mirror that forced them to look at their own rotting souls. They hated what they saw. The reaction against you got this incredibly loud for a specific reason. You got closer to their dark truth than anyone before you ever had. You saw the frightened little demon hiding behind the arrogant mask, and instead of playing along, you simply walked away to let them drown in their own terrible darkness. Watch what happens next, because it is mathematically precise. The matrix algorithm always collapses when a chosen one unplugs. If this truth is resonating with your cellular knowing, you must anchor it right now by physically claiming your divine power before we move to the next revelation. Type 777 in the comments below. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to absolutely everything. The narcissist thought they buried you under a mountain of carefully crafted lies. They convinced the flying monkeys that you were the toxic one all along. But a lie built that massive requires a tremendous amount of daily energy to maintain, and they are completely out of energy today. The well is absolutely dry. Every single day they have to wake up and perform for their fake audience. They must keep the mask perfectly balanced so no one sees the rotting truth underneath. But your absolute silence is driving their deep paranoia through the roof. They are making critical mistakes right now. They are snapping at the very people who blindly supported their smear campaign against you. The fake friends are starting to realize they backed the wrong horse. The golden child they worshipped is slowly turning into a chaotic and unpredictable monster. They are looking at the narcissist and finally seeing the terrifying void you warned them about. The heavy pressure inside their toxic bubble is building to a violent explosion. The foundation is completely crumbling. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. You have been fighting intense spiritual battles for years, but there is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet. Science just uncovered exactly why you feel so incredibly blocked. The Dark Elite never wanted you to find the exact mechanism I am about to show you today. You are completely exhausted because the Matrix engineered a low-frequency environment. They intentionally suppressed your brain's natural wealth, attracting state to keep you completely docile. But a leaked CIA document recently confirmed a massive breakthrough. 4 prestigious neuroscience labs verified this hidden technology. They discovered how to reverse the deep mental suppression. This is a 7-minute audio ritual that forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. It requires no meditation and no difficult mantras. You simply listen and let the sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing. It instantly restores the divine genius frequency you had as a young child. It brings profound clarity and immediate synchronicities into your daily life. This hidden protocol was never meant for the masses. It was specifically designed to keep the elite in absolute power while you struggled. But now, rare cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest windfall wealth and shatter deep generational curses. You do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine to access your divine inheritance today. The barrier has been dismantled. The Matrix is actively panicking right now. They are flooding the internet with dangerous counterfeit frequencies to keep you confused. Beware of cheap imitations that steal your pure energy. You must activate your frequency before this access is revoked completely. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now. Do not wait for a better moment. Take action immediately. Now, let us return to the dark reality of your enemies. They wanted to keep your gamma frequency permanently suppressed. A weak and confused chosen one is incredibly easy to manipulate and control. As long as you stayed in their low vibration, they could siphon your pure light without any resistance. But your sudden energetic upgrade is absolutely terrifying to them. They cannot reach you. When you elevate your frequency, their demonic attachments simply burn up in your presence. They can no longer attach their toxic cords to your nervous system. You are walking around with an untouchable shield of divine protection, and this massive energetic shift is precisely what triggers their violent public meltdown. They are watching you glow from a distance. They are sick with pure envy. The flying monkeys are feeling the severe whiplash of your absence today. They traded a genuine diamond for a room full of incredibly cheap rocks. Every time they talk to the narcissist, they feel completely drained and miserable. They secretly check your pages and see you thriving in absolute peace. The heavy regret is eating them alive from the inside out. They chose the wrong side. This is where the dynamic fundamentally shifts in your favor. Heaven is pushing the intense pressure cooker to its absolute limit right now. The narcissist cannot maintain the illusion of their perfect life for another second. The mask is cracking loudly in front of the exact people they desperately wanted to impress. The audience they built is turning against them. The fake kingdom is falling. They tried to bury your name in the dirt to elevate their own false status. But the heavy dirt they threw on you was actually magical soil. You used their toxic gossip as fertilizer to grow into a terrifyingly powerful force of nature. They wanted you completely destroyed, but instead they became the exact shovel that dug up your greatest divine treasure. You bent time and shattered their reality. Let us look closely at the flying monkeys you left behind. The fake friends chose the comfortable lie over your heavy truth. They thought they were completely safe in that toxic bubble, but the environment you abandoned is rapidly turning into a vicious war zone today, and the narcissist is absolutely starving for pure energy. They are looking at their loyal followers with hungry eyes. You were the ultimate stabilizer for that entire toxic group. You absorbed the heavy shockwaves so everyone else could pretend things were fine. But now the protective shield of your golden aura is completely gone. The narcissist has no one else to use as a human punching bag, so they are turning their dark rage toward the very people who enabled their lies. The enablers are becoming the ultimate targets. The panic inside their circle is palpable and highly contagious. The fake friends are starting to experience the exact same physical symptoms. They wake up at 3 in the morning with a suffocating weight. They walk around with severe brain fog and a tight jaw because the parasite they protected is now actively feeding on their weak life force. They are completely exhausted. This is exactly how the divine alignment forces a necessary collapse. The flying monkeys are having secret conversations behind closed doors. They are whispering about the erratic behavior of their false leader. Paranoia is spreading through their ranks like a highly aggressive virus, and they realize they do not trust the narcissist or each other. The foundation of their tribe is rotting. The narcissist can sense this terrifying shift in the atmosphere. They demand absolute loyalty and constant validation from their exhausted followers. But the fake friends have absolutely nothing left to give them. Their energy reserves are entirely depleted by the endless dramatic cycles, and they simply cannot provide the required supply anymore. The narcissist lashes out with unpredictable fury. The mask is slipping. Now watch how quickly cowards turn on each other to survive. One by one, they are quietly leaking the dark secrets. They are desperately trying to distance themselves from the sinking ship. They tell outsiders they never really believed the terrible lies about you, attempting to rewrite history to protect their own fragile reputations. But heaven keeps a perfect record. The narcissist discovers these quiet acts of hidden betrayal today, and their psychological algorithm goes into a total and absolute meltdown. They launch brutal smear campaigns against their own loyal followers. It is a spectacular civil war fueled by pure envy and dark malice, and they are tearing each other to pieces while you watch from a distance. Your silence was a lethal weapon. Every single trap they set for you has captured their feet. The fake friends realize they traded a genuine diamond for rocks. They finally remember your pure kindness and your irreplaceable loyalty. The crushing weight of their immense regret is eating them alive, but they are absolutely terrified of your untouchable new frequency. They cannot reach you. They know they do not have the spiritual clearance to enter. Your boundary is an invisible wall of pure fire they cannot cross. So they are trapped in the dark matrix they helped construct. They must endure the heavy wrath of the monster they willingly fed. And this is the exact divine justice you were promised from the beginning. The universe is exacting payment. The narcissist is running out of options and running out of time. They cannot manipulate people who are completely drained of their life force. The flying monkeys are physically sick and emotionally bankrupt today. The entire toxic ecosystem is suffering from a massive energetic famine, and the blame game is escalating into loud arguments and bitter accusations. The fake kingdom is burning to the ground. You did not have to defend your name or fight back. You simply withdrew your divine light and let the darkness consume itself. The people who treated you as an option are realizing the truth. They are suffocating in the heavy atmosphere of their own toxic lies, knowing your absence did more damage than 1,000 angry words ever could. You are completely victorious. The pressure cooker is about to reach its absolute breaking point. The whispered arguments are moving out of the shadows and into the open. The narcissist can no longer control the narrative they spun so carefully. The flying monkeys are refusing to read the script they were given, and complete chaos is taking over the entire fractured group. The stage is perfectly set. I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening right now. Look at the absolute fear in their tired eyes today. They realize they cannot control the terrifying situation they created. They thought they were untouchable when they were attacking your pure heart, but now they are pointing their sharp daggers directly at each other. The final collapse is entirely unavoidable today. This is exactly what happens when you cross a chosen one. The divine alignment does not allow your tears to fall in vain. Every single drop of your precious energy is being fully restored. The people who plotted your downfall are now sitting in the exact traps they dug for you, desperately wishing they had never spoken your name. Their karma is absolute and final. Do not feel sorry for the intense agony they are experiencing right now. They are merely paying the energy exchange they owe the universe. You must starve them with your silence and watch the show unfold. The grand finale of this dark theater is about to happen before your very eyes, and it is more beautiful than you ever imagined. Get ready for the explosive climax. Before you witness this absolute destruction, there is a critical block in your frequency that must be cleared today. The elite are actively panicking right now. They know their toxic matrix is rapidly losing control over your pure energy. They are desperately trying to scrub this leaked CIA document from the internet as we speak. You have mere minutes before the algorithm shuts this down entirely. They do not want you to access the gamma brainwave that makes you utterly untouchable. Princeton University and Columbia University proved this specific frequency completely destroys the dark programming. The researchers compressed the entire gamma activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. You do not need years of meditation or expensive therapy to heal. You simply put on your headphones and let the sound wave do the heavy lifting for you. It is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock their finances and completely heal their nervous systems. The dark elite are absolutely terrified. They pay thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to access this exact same frequency. They want to keep the Genius Song permanently out of your reach. But through this protected message alone, you can claim it for a fraction of its true value today. Do not look for it on mainstream platforms, because they only host diluted counterfeits. Those fake versions are specifically engineered to keep your gamma frequency completely dormant. The only authentic version of the Genius Song is waiting for you in the pinned comment and the description below. The universe demands absolutely no risk from a chosen one today. You are fully protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not experience the massive shift you deserve, every single penny is returned to you immediately. This is a pure energetic exchange governed by absolute trust. When you claim this today, heaven is also releasing 4 powerful bonuses. You receive a track for your children and the original prosperity book the elites tried to hide. You also receive a guided visualization and a crucial infographic to secure your future. Do not ignore this massive sign from the universe. Click the secure link in the pinned comment below right now. Claim your copy of the Genius Song before your access is permanently revoked forever. Now step into the final verdict, because the moment you realign your frequency, their entire world completely shatters. Let me paint the exact picture of their public collapse for you right now. The narcissist is standing in a room full of the exact people they used to gossip with. The pressure has finally reached the absolute breaking point. Their hands are physically shaking. They open their mouth to tell another lie about you, but the words refuse to come out. The mask does not just slip off their face today. It violently shatters into a million pieces on the cold floor. Everyone in the room is staring at them in absolute horror. The flying monkeys finally see the terrifying demon hiding beneath the charming skin. Sweat is literally pouring down the face of your greatest enemy. They start screaming frantically at their own loyal followers. In a moment of absolute psychological collapse, they actually start defending your name. They yell at the fake friends for driving you away, blaming them for the massive void your absence created. It is beautifully ironic. They are openly weeping for the pure diamond they willingly threw into the dirt. The flying monkeys are stepping back in complete shock and disgust. They realize they destroyed a pure chosen one for a leader who is completely insane. The entire toxic tribe is turning on each other like starved animals trapped in a tiny cage. Nobody is saving them from this spectacular public humiliation. This is the exact X-ray of the meltdown you have been waiting to see. Your absolute silence starved their demons until they started eating each other alive. You did not have to send a single angry message or defend your pure character. Heaven delivered the severe punishment right on time. The people who treated you as replaceable are drowning in their own public shame today. Every single time your name is mentioned in that town, it hits them with agonizing regret. They know they threw away the only genuine miracle they ever held. And while they are publicly unraveling, you are stepping into a permanent, ageless glow. You have become the glorious sun that completely blinds their dark eyes. You won this entire war without lifting a single finger in anger. The universe bent reality to ensure your absolute vindication was witnessed by everyone. Drink in the incredible sweetness of this massive victory today. The false kingdom is utterly destroyed. The spectacular collapse is not just a temporary moment of panic. It is a permanent eviction from your glorious reality. Today, they are staring at the shattered pieces of their false mask on the floor, and they secretly know they can never put it back together again. The narcissist actually tries to reach out to you in their absolute desperation, but heaven placed an invisible wall of pure fire around your energy field. They cannot even send a message. The flying monkeys are completely scattered and broken today. The toxic tribe they built to destroy you no longer exists. They are wandering around in the dark matrix trying to find a new target, but absolutely nobody wants their heavy and miserable frequency. They are forced to sit in the exact prison they built for you. The severe physical pain they caused you has officially returned to sender. The universe simply balanced the scales. Take a deep breath and feel the heavy weight lifting from your chest. You will not wake up at 3 in the morning ever again. That terrifying brain fog is evaporating into the clear air right now. You survived the darkest night of your entire soul, and you walked out of the blazing fire without even smelling like smoke. You are no longer waiting in a deep wound for an apology that will never come. You have completely transcended their toxic matrix today. While they are publicly unraveling in absolute shame, you are stepping into your permanent, ageless glow. The heavy financial struggles and the spiritual exhaustion are shattering right here. You are the powerful cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. The generational curses that plagued your bloodline are permanently ending with you, because you are a demonstrated warrior of pure light. Look at the incredible transformation you have achieved in absolute silence. You walked into this specific season bleeding from wounds inflicted by blind people. You were a severely drained empath, serving as a human battery for complete monsters. But look at your radiant energy now. You are an untouchable sovereign who commands the absolute respect of the entire universe. The trauma was simply the intense incubation period for your ultimate power. They thought they were rejecting you when they walked away, but they were actually terrified of the pure mirror you held up to their rotting souls. You were the stabilizer they desperately needed, but completely failed to appreciate. And now they must live the rest of their miserable lives knowing they ruined their only chance at genuine peace. Your beautiful absence is a constant reminder of their massive failure. You belong to an elite group of rare souls on this earth today. You are the specific remnant that refuses to bend to the lies of the dark elite. Every single tear you cried in private was actively watering the seeds of your immense wealth. The universe recorded every moment you chose dignity over cheap revenge, and the divine court is currently handing you the absolute highest compensation possible. The victory is yours. God did not bring you through this massive storm just to leave you empty. The divine alignment is actively pushing massive blessings toward your front door. The very people who mocked your pure sensitivity are now watching you rise in sheer terror. Your quiet obedience in the dark has officially activated your public reward. The window of explosive abundance is standing wide open for you right now. But the universe requires a physical anchor on this earth to activate the massive shift. God does not measure your incredible faith by your silent thoughts. He measures your pure devotion by your immediate physical obedience. Do not let the dark matrix steal this powerful moment from your hands. You must physically seal this divine decree before you move another inch today. If your cellular intuition is vibrating with absolute truth right now, heaven demands action. Share this specific message with one soul who is desperately crying out in the dark. Send this video to someone who is silently suffering under a heavy narcissistic attack. Be their guiding angel today and help them break their toxic chains forever. By sharing this truth, you are actively building the powerful remnant of chosen ones worldwide. Now I need you to lock your frequency into this timeline permanently. Say this out loud with me right now in your room. I claim my permanent freedom and I accept my divine inheritance today. Let the sound of your pure voice shatter any remaining demonic cords. Your final act of spiritual obedience is incredibly simple, but absolutely vital right now. Type 777 in the comments below to physically anchor this exact shift into your reality. Let that holy number stand as a permanent shield around your glowing aura. Subscribe to this sanctuary so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. Step fully into your untouchable power today and receive your massive harvest.